While some big farms buy mares and they trade them on, there's something holistic about Bruce Neill and Crestfield stud and the elite broodmare band he's built up over generations. Let's see Crestfield's crop of 23. It was really great to see Bruce Neill here, of course the owner of Crestfield, and it's really great to see the passion he has for this incredible boutique broodmare farm, and yourself and Liesl and everyone do such a great job. Of course, the graduates in recent times, Nimmerly, Personal, Passive Aggressive, all going through Inglis sales.
Yes, great to have Bruce up. He loves it. He's still, after it's 20 odd years now, and he hasn't lost an ounce of passion. So that's the way we like it, and we hope to keep him happy, and certainly this draft I think will help do that.
And of course Crestfield, you're renowned for these incredible broodmares, Group 1 winners, Group 1 producers, and then you match them up with the very best stallions you can find. And there's so much work that goes into it, the conception of these yearlings and bringing them all the way through to the sale, and then of course when they get to the racetrack.
Absolutely, it's always fun at this time of year to see the result, and as you said, with such great families and great matings, you're always expecting the best as well. It doesn't always turn out that way. We'd like to think this year that it has. We're also in a bit of a transition period at this point in time where we've had a lot of our blue hen mares gone out to pasture, literally. They're out in the paddock there living the life of retirement, and a lot of our mares are younger, new mares that we're hoping are going to make the grade. So it's even more interesting now just watching that transition happen.
Well, speaking of Group 1 producing mares, listen here. This filly, Lot 201, is by the champion Australian sire, I Am Invincible. From Listen Here, the dam of the Caulfield Guineas winner shooting to win. Deep Field, who was a Group winner and also a Group 1 place. Sanaya, a stakes winner too. She's had 6 winners from 7 to race, and all in the elite sort of grade. And this filly, just a beautiful, beautiful filly. She's done the job again.
Absolutely. So, I mean, 6 winners, 3 of them black type. And this filly, as you saw, was a really good sort, and I think she's the best of the 4 that the mare's produced since Crestfield's owned her. So very pleased to be taking her to Easter. She looks the goods. I mean, she's got a great deep girth and shoulder on her, short cannon, and as I said, probably the most forward and the strongest at this point in time that the mare's produced for us.
Next we look at a beautiful colt. This fellow, a real pizzazz about him, by Snitzel from Artistry, the Shamadale mare. She won the Newcastle Newmarket, Hong Kong Jockey Club Stakes down in Melbourne, and Morris McCartan too. Multiple group place getter too. What a tough mare she was. And of course we know the D's of Snitzel, the 4-time champion Australian sire. And she's had the one winner already. That is the full sister to this colt, Impondra.
Yeah, so this is the first colt out of a mare, and as I said earlier, we've got some younger mares coming through. This is obviously one of them, a mare that we've rated fairly highly. Very pleased with the progeny to date. This colt's no exception. He's quite a late colt. I mean, he's an end of November colt, but certainly doesn't look out of place in this draft with the August and September foalers. So really pleased with the way he's come on, the way he's developing, and would expect him to be quite a good-sized horse when he's finished. I mean, he's already developing in the chest, and you know, when he walks, he's a great, relaxed, easy, loose-moving animal. So, yeah, he's a bit of fun and very flashy to look at as well. They won't miss him.
Lot 341 is next. This is another colt, another one by I Am Invincible from a great Group 1 winning mare, Secret Agenda. She won 7 times. She's by Not a Single Doubt. The Sangster Stakes winner. She won the Sapphire, the How Now, and other stakes races as well. Really great. Again, I Am Invincible from a Group 1 winning mare.
Yes, we like it. We like him. He's a very smart type. He's a standout, I think. He almost looks like a stallion now. Very typical of what the mare's thrown to date. Another younger mare that's, I think he's the 3rd foal, and she has thrown a type to date, but this fellow is certainly very forward, very strong, great bone, looks racy. I mean, there's not much to knock him on, this fellow. Lot
242, a colt by Zoustar. What a great year again he's had too, with the likes of Zoo Gotcha, so many others as well. Miss Leonidas, mare by I Am Invincible, 5-time winner, won the Caulfield Sprint, and oh so close in that Group 1 Galaxy.
Yes, as you say, she was very unlucky not to have picked up a Group 1, but we may not have had her had she done it. well, actually at the time I think Bruce had bought into us, so a little unlucky. But you're right, Zoustar, couldn't be happy with the way he's going. We're huge fans of the horse. I mean, I guess it's a no-brainer, everybody is, but it's nice to have one. And this is a great first foal. We're so happy to get a foal like this out of Miss Leonidas first up. And as you can see, he's a very powerful young fellow and well put together, muscular, and has a Group 1 attitude. He's certainly got a Group 1 opinion of himself anyway.
He does, doesn't he? But it's good. You need that charisma because they've got to have a bit of spunk, don't they? We're talking about in races and, you know, potentially that masculinity to potentially
absolutely.
be
And, you know, everything he does, he's into it. He loves it. He's going to love a racing stable environment, so someone's going to have a lot of fun with him.
Next lot, 245, is a filly by Deepfield from Miss Took, a fast-net rock mare, sister to Miss Rock, and passive-aggressive. Wasn't that fantastic? Just recently to see her win that Challenge Stakes, beating some of the best sprinters, not only in Australia, but as you were just saying, really around the world. The likes of Eduardo and Co. and Mrs. Onassis. We know, of course, the Misjudgment, Aussie Love Sport. This page is just so deep, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fabulous page. We love it, and obviously quite proud of it because we've had a fair bit to do with enhancing it. It was lovely to see Passive Aggressive actually leapfrog Miss Rock in the catalogue page with that win. And you're right, you know, beat some of the best sprinters in this country, if not some of the best in the world. So fingers crossed now that she can get a Group 1, and well done to Dean Hawthorne who chose her, and Jonathan Munn's the owner. I struggle to fault this filly. She's not 100% correct in front, but none of the family have been. Otherwise, she is an absolute belter. She's great shoulder, depth of girth. She's almost indestructible the way she's built. And as his first foal goes, you couldn't be happier. So very, very excited to put her through the ring. Unfortunately, during the season, we lost the dam, Miss Took, so it's also going to be quite hard to let her go. But by the same account, she's there and she's there for sale. So, you know, we've got another filly at foot. So, well, not at foot anymore, but we've certainly got a filly weanling.
And finally here at Crestfield, a beautiful colt, this one by the, as we mentioned, four-time champion Australian sire Snitzel. Thumped the dam, she won 4 times. I just loved her because she was out of oomph. You know, this whole female line has been fantastic, but she's already done the job too to race, and both winners, Thump, and of course the daughter of Red Ransom, who's just a sensational broodmare sire. Yeah,
she's got everything going for her, the mare, and look, this colt, he's a very Snitzel. Can't imagine that he won't run this horse. He really does look the goods. He's got presence, you know. He's got a great shoulder and girth on him as well, so not much there not to like. Very clever horse, very clever, and you know, everything he does professionally. I'm glad you mentioned the dam line. I've worked with the Grand Dam and the Great Grand Dam, so I've had a fair bit to do with this family, and it's a family I love as well, and pleased to see still working with them.
This draft, I mean, you know, the Crestfield yearlings always stand out at Inglis Easter. How are you feeling going down to the sale? I guess, you know, there's the usual anticipation, but, you know, in interesting times.
Absolutely. I think on the back of the last couple of sales, both here and over in New Zealand, I think we can expect a tightening of belts. I think we've seen the market come back a little, and that's certainly not without reason. And I would expect the premier sale, like the Inglis Easter sale, which is our premier sale of the year, to still go well, but I think it's going to be a little bit tougher than it has been in previous years. Having said that, we've got a nice draft. We've got something there for everybody. Come and have a look. They're nice horses, and I'm sure there's a few black type horses in there too.